to you. You are watching True TV News with me, Reward Feng Quickly. We are transmitting live from our studios at the Heritage Christian College in Amasaman. Coming up in our headlines, Ghana receives 50,000 more vaccines from India. Also, Second Court sentences kidnappers of Takoradi girls to death. Later in business, Alan Tromantin to present 2021 budget as Oforiatta's coronavirus treatment drags. And with news on the foreign front, international outrage at death centers of whistleblowers. We have details of these and more coming up shortly.
St. Carol School of Nursing is accredited by the National Accreditation Board, approved by the Nursing and Midwifery Council, and affiliated to KNUST. They have fantastic facilities and you would be amazed. We have a physical library with an e-library that is combined. You have free Wi-Fi to explore. The possibilities are endless with our library. We also have a demonstration lab which also has all the skills that you need to practice in-house available. We also have a demo ward executive present at all times to be of help and to be of support to you. Our classrooms are so nice and comfortable.
I will entreat everybody to come here because admissions in St. Carol are so easy.
It's the best private school offering BSc nursing and also about to offer the BSc midwifery.
After school, I was able to do my national service and I've been posted successfully.
We are located off the Malam Kasua Road on the Professor John Evans Atamil's bypass from the old barrier in a place called Aplaku Ayalulu near the Bojo Beach. Call us on 0244 620 960. Dare to Care BNS. We share peace and excellence.
True St. Carol.
No. I feel weak and tired. No, this feeling is different.
Chanka. Yeah. Adrenaline, this is the medicine. Your friend Chanka. Onumwa emampomudin. The boni paduano emokutia nyarawa.
You say what?
This is Chanka.
Drink. Numbi drinking now this year. Yes, that's right.
Chanka.
Yes, Chanka.
I feel good and stronger than before.
I told you, Chanka is our secret.
Chanka. Ebwa wuni pediana manu kutia nyarewa. Taifofa 202. Kutia malaria. Defaton 202. Ebema wedi diye. FD arisho ejadi enkra to imaji atumuse eye.
Wherever you are, many thanks for joining us on our coverage of news. Let's settle for the details now. President Nana Addo Dankwa will today, March 5, 2021, swear in his first batch of ministers who were vetted and approved by Parliament.
Sources at the presidency revealed that a total of 13 out of 46 minister designates will be sworn into office at the Jubilee House. Out of the 13 nominees, 10 were approved by the legislative body, while 3 were including Information Minister Designate Kojo Oppong Nkrumah, Food and Agriculture Minister Designate Dr. Wusu Efri Akoto, and Minister Designate for Fisheries and Aquaculture Mavis Hawa Kunsin, who were previously rejected by the minority MPs on the appointment committee, were approved through a majority decision after voting. Others expected to take the oath of office include Alan Kojo Tremantin for Trade and Industry, Oslowusi Ekufu for Communication, Albert Kendapa for National Security, Dominic Intiwa for Defense, and Bruce Derry for Interior, Chilaiko Boche for Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration, Oseche Mensa Bonsu for Parliamentary Affairs, Kwekwajima Menu for Health, Kwesiamu Akun Atta for Roads and Highways, Kweku Ofori Esiama for Transport, Cecilia Abinadapa for Sanitation and Water Resources, and Ignatius Bafo Ewa for Employment and Labor Relations. The rest are Dan Boche for Local Government and Rural Development, Ibrahim Awao Muhammad for Tourism, Art and Culture, and Sarah Josafo for Gender, Children, and Social Protection.
Now to some COVID-related stories. Ghana has received 50,000 doses of the AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccines from India. The vaccines were officially received at the Kotoka International Airport by Ghana's Minister for Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration, Shirley Ayoko Botchwe, who was accompanied by the Minister for Health, Kweku Ajiman Menu, on Friday.
Receiving the vaccines, the Minister for Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration noted that the gesture by the Indian Prime Minister will go a long way to support Ghana's fight against COVID-19 and is reflective of the cordial relations between the two countries. The minister assured the Ghanaian people that the President of the Republic and his government are leaving no stone unturned in the quest to acquire at least 20 million doses of COVID-19 vaccines. Also, present at the ceremony was the Indian High Commissioner to Ghana and his team, officials from the Ghana Health Service and the Ministries for Health and Foreign Affairs. The vaccines come after the countries recently took delivery of some 600,000 doses of the COVID-19 vaccines. The first batch of nationwide vaccination exercise was rolled out in Tuesday, March 2, 2021.
Ponsa Ichiano, Program Manager, Expanded Program on Immunization, Ghana Health Service, has said 30,500 Ghanaians have been vaccinated against the coronavirus as of March 3, 2021. He said this in an interview with the media on the sidelines of the National Delegates Congress of Community Health Nurses, Ghana, in Accra on Thursday, March 4, 2021. The three-day Delegates Congress organized by the CHNG and the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association was to elect substantive leaders to run the affairs of the community health nurses. It was under the theme, Harnessing Community Nurses, Prospects Fulcrum to Attain Preventive Health as a Nation. Dr. Amponsa Ichiano, a guest speaker at the event, was elated about the turnout for the vaccination exercise, saying it has so far been impressive. He commended Ghanaians for coming out in their numbers to patronize the vaccines. He, however, attributed the high turnout to the sensitization exercise undertaken by the Ghana Health Service prior to the enrollment of the exercise. He further disclosed that about 11,500 frontline health workers had also been vaccinated. Ghana on February 24 took delivery of 600,000 doses of the Oxford AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine from the COVAX facility for free. The government of Ghana is looking to vaccinate about 20 million of the population against the virus. Dr. Amponsa Ichiano said the Ghana Health Service was considering extending the duration of the exercise from 7 to 14 days due to some challenges including tablet malfunctions and overcrowding witnessed in some districts and regions. He commended frontline health workers, particularly community health nurses, for their selfless effort to the delivery of health care in hard-to-reach communities across the country. Now, 18 more Ghanaians have died from the coronavirus, taking the country's death toll to 629 per the latest updates from the Ghana Health Service.
489 new cases have also been recorded as at February 28 and March 1, 2021. bringing the country's active cases count to 5,145. The Greater Accra, Ashanti, Western, Eastern, and Central region continue to lead with the highest rate of infections. In all, Ghana has had 85,239 total cases with 79,465 recoveries. Ghana is currently vaccinating citizens against the virus within 43 districts, which are hotspots of the pandemic in the country. 25 of these districts are in the Greater Accra region, 16 in Ashanti region, and 2 in the Central region. The Ghana Health Service has said over 30,000 Ghanaians have so far taken the jab.
Now, away from the COVID-19, a second D High Court has sentenced to death the 2 accused persons behind the kidnapping and subsequent murder of the 4 Takoradi girls. However, the judge has given a 30-day window for the accused to appeal if the need be. This follows the submission of no case by defense lawyers of the 2 Nigerian suspects, Samuel Udotek Wills and John Orji. The deceased Ruth Abaka, Priscilla Blessing Bentum, Ruth Love Quason, and Priscilla Mantibia Cranch were captured at Kanserado and Nkrofo Junction between July and August 2018. After months of fruitless search for the ladies, on January 4, 2019, relatives, friends, and some residents staged a demonstration demanding justice for the girls. This compelled the Western Regional Police Commander DCOP Benson Redeemer Dejo hold a first and official press conference during which he gave details on how the kidnappings happened. The kidnapping of the girls became a national issue dominating discussions in the media. Subsequently, the then CID boss Mami Yatiwa Adodankwa, in a press conference in Accra on April 2, 2019, assured the families that together with the Bureau of National Investigations, they knew where the girls were and that they were safe and very soon will be brought back home. However, that promise was never fulfilled, causing the families of the girls to accuse her of deception. Police then stepped up their investigation, which later led to the discovery of bones of the girls in a septic tank in the house of the lead suspect, Samuel Wills. DNA analysis carried out on the bones confirmed that they were indeed the remains of the girls, confirming they were not alive. Regulatory directives to commercial passenger transport operators providing intercity services only, excluding trotro operators. These directives are aimed at improving the quality of service and reducing road traffic crashes and their attendant casualties. The directives include, among other things, all target operators are required to assign 2 drivers to all trips that are in excess of 8 hours or 500 kilometers and to submit a journey plan for all such routes. This is enforceable from April 1, 2021. These directives are aimed at improving the quality of service and reducing road traffic crashes and their attendant casualties. The rest of them are as follows. All target operators are required to train their drivers in defensive driving in accordance with standards approved by the authority and DVLA. This is enforceable from July 1, 2021. All target operators are required to introduce the use of vehicle log books to help enforce the protocols on maximum driving hours and high speeds. This is enforceable from April 1, 2021. All target operators shall be required to appoint road safety officers who shall be responsible for conducting pre-departure checks at all terminals. The operator shall notify the authority of the appointment on or before April 1, 2021. All operators providing intercity services shall fit retroreflective tapes approved by DVLA on their vehicles in accordance with Regulation 80 of L12180. This shall be enforceable on April 1, 2021. Consequences for non-compliers. To ensure enforcement of these directives, road safety inspectors appointed by the authority shall conduct random and periodic operational audits at target terminals. All such transport operators who fail to comply with these directives issued pursuant to Act 993 shall be subject to suspension of operations or imposition of an administrative penalty of between 5,000 to 20,000 penalty units, depending on the nature of the breach and consequences for public safety. And that would be all for local stories. We will be back with business. Do stay.
Are, wabre, jinsu.
No. I feel weak and tired.
What's it?
Ɔse ne honam yɛ no basabasa wabrɛ.
Nso utum ni kenti wabre.
No, this feeling is different.
What's it?
Ɔse wayɛ mmerɛ.
Why better on? Lisa, chanka.
Chanka.
Yeah. Adrenaline, this is the medicine. Your friend chanka. Onumwa emampomudin. The boni paduano emokutia nyarawa.
You say what?
This is chanka.
Drink. Numbi drinking now this year. Yes, that's right.
Chanka.
Yes, chanka.
I feel good and stronger than before.
I told you, chanka is our secret.
Chanka. Ebwa wu nipadua na mane kutia nyarewa. Taifofa 202. Kutia malaria. Defaton 202. Ebema wedi diye. FD arishwe adwade nkra to imagye atomu se eye.
St. Carol's School of Nursing is accredited by the National Accreditation Board, approved by the Nursing and Midwifery Council, and affiliated to KNUST. They have fantastic facilities and you would be amazed. We have a physical library with an e-library that is combined. You have free Wi-Fi to explore. The possibilities are endless with our library. We also have a demonstration lab which also has all the skills that you need to practice in-house available. We also have a demo ward executive present at all times to be of help and to be of support to you. Our classrooms are so nice and comfortable.
I will entreat everybody to come here because admissions in St. Carol are so easy.
It's the best private school offering BSc nursing and also about to offer the BSc midwifery.
After school, I was able to do my national service and I've been posted successfully.
We are located off the Malam Kasua Road on the Professor John Evans Atamil's bypass from the old barrier in a place called Aplaku Ayalulu near the Bojo Beach. Call us on 0244 620 960. Dare to care, BNS. We share peace and excellence.
Choose St. Carol.
Super. I didn't if you're going to my no be able to say a day and
Me papa yari, me didn't chia me nim baby I mean fine and coy. Ye chama walk around in my chiliba. Young boy, watching out, Mississippi, and now say, sister.
Namon Titiana more have clinic and car. Titiana Mon. I walk into Mukraya, Tinning and a more gun and a Monte Titiana more have clinic and car. There been at Titiana more have clinic or Muntusa. And they have me there one more crying and saying, yes, I'll quite catch on Musutia now, if you are no mamma will do. Or moon for the papa on the show, Nipper Diemu, and we are required year one son, Yama one.
Hey, sister. Bedasi.
I come for your say at the amount. So watching a mere who do na to make us say, Bamkurabu, Nim Yadia, how Nelson, how I Tito, Obusia, see a friendly idea and quadia, a don ya, what Timmy can. You show crime and found him Bia, Dian Aqua could do. Yanko Quadum, Ubenya, sa, nada, Sidi so abo fee.
Titiana more help by clinic. May someone come a wookra. Big damn was.
Welcome back from that break. Let's do some business stories. Now, President Akufo-Addo has elected Alan Tremontin to present government's budget statement for 2021. Mr. Tremontin will deliver the budget before Parliament after he is sworn into office following the approval of his nomination by the House.
The Trade Minister Designate has had to take on the exercise because the Finance Minister Designate, who has a traditional responsibility to present the budgets of government, is unwell and currently in the US for treatment. Sources say the President contemplated Vice President Bawumia to present the budget. Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta was finance minister during the first term of president, has been treating COVID-19 complications in the United States since February 14, 2021. A statement announcing his departure to the U.S. said after recovering from COVID-19 last December, Ofori-Atta had medical complications which doctors advised require further intervention not currently available in Ghana. The statement from the ministry said.
Meanwhile, the Institute for Energy Security has asked the government to rescind its decision to build a liquefied natural gas facility in the country. According to YES, such a facility is not needed at this moment as it will only contribute to the excess gas supply and come at a cost to the country.
They argue that industry reports prove that there is sufficient supply from domestic sources to meet the country's gas needs. Both natural gas are strategic options open to the government of Ghana within the natural gas subsector. However, the Institute for Energy Security believes that the country's short-term and long-term priorities must be set right, so the country does not pay for what it does not need immediately. Industry reports shows that the raw gas exported to Ghana National Gas Company from the three producing fields representing less than 38% of produced gas compared to re-injected and fleet gas, which is in excess of 68,000 million standard cubic feet, constituting 59% plus of produced gas. The IES believes that the country has failed to make optimal use of its natural gas resource while it struggles to offtake the gas, hence the decision to re-inject and flee. They also believe the country is better off investing into gas which can be exported to neighboring countries which are in need of gas. However, the Tema LNG terminal, which is currently under construction, is expected to be operational within the first quarter of this year and will allow Tema to start delivering LNG to customers.
And that would be all for business. AJ Kwanta will bring you entertainment soon.
No. I feel weak and tired.
No,
this feeling is different.
Why better on? Chanka. Yeah. Adrenaline, this is the medicine. Your friend Chanka. Onumwa emampomudin. The boni paduano emokutia nyarawa.
You say what?
This is Chanka.
Drink. Numbi drinking now this year. Yes, that's right.
Chanka.
Yes, Chanka.
I feel good and stronger than before.
I told you, Chanka is our secret.
Chanka. Ebwa wuni peduana manu kutia nyarewa. Taifofa 202. Kutia malaria. Defaton 202. Ebema wedi diye. FD arisha jadi enkra to imaji atumuse eye.
It's the weekend edition of Showbiz here on the news. My name is AJ Kwanzaa. Today now, American-based Ghanaian filmmaker Lila Jansi has raised some concerns about the popular Hollywood movie coming to America after she watched the movie, which was initially released in December 2020 in Russia and premiered for the world on March 5th, 2021. There's more. Even though the 2020 Coming to America is a sequel to the original film which was released back in 1988, Leela Jansi believes the producers of the 2020 film did a bad job at projecting Africa to the world. Taken to her Facebook page, the award-winning film producer and director say that as an African, she found Coming to America mildly offensive. In her view, the fact that the creators of the film decided to project Africa as a continent filled with jungles, wild animals, child warriors, and war was not the best thing to do. She added that this film shows how discriminatory and disrespectful the producers are and stressed that there are great ways of selling Africa to the world than what the producers of the movie did. Leela Jansi also cited the villages in Europe and the issues of child gangs as a major reason why Hollywood producers must not try to defame Africa. Her full post reads, I quote, "As an African, I found Coming to America mildly offensive. Jungles, wild animals, child warriors, and war. Come on, Hollywood. This truth shows how discriminatory and disrespectful you all are. Enough. There's more to Africa, and please don't try hiding them within wealth. I don't understand this unwillingness to change and accept that these images and ideas are wrong. Mostly lies. Spent 15 years of my life in Ghana and never seen a squirrel. Child soldiers, Chicago gun, toting gun case. Can we talk about that? Stop. Africa are regular people. African cities are cosmopolitan. African villages are what they are based on culture and geography. Let's not discuss villages in the South Georgia." That's it for entertainment. My name is AJ Kwanzaa. Stay with us for some international news.
Super. I didn't if you're going to my no be able sambusa and say, I didn't echo.
Me papa yari, me didn't chia me nim baby, I mean fine koye. Ye chama walk around in my chiliba. Young boy, watching out, Mississippi, and now say, sister.
Namonti Titiana more about clinic. Titiana Mon. I welcome to Mukraya, Tinning, and a more gun and a Monti Titiana more about clinic. Yariaben and Titiana more about clinic common to Misa. And they have me there one more crying and saying, yes, I'll cry a catch on Musutia now, we have no mamma. Or moon for the papa on the show, nip a duemu, and we are require year one son, Yama one.
Sister, bedasi.
I count for your say at the amount. So watching a Miahu Dunina, Jamaica say, Bamkurabu, Minimum Yadia, a how Nelson, near how I ya, a tato, no Obusia, see a friendly idea and qua, dear, a don ya, what Timmy can. You show crime and found him Bia, Diana Aqua could do. Yankopwadum, Ubenya sa nada sigie so above fee.
Titiana more help by clinic. May say one come a wukura. Big Jamwas.
Now before we go, let's check out some news on the foreign front. And 2 whistleblowers, Grady Koko Lubanga and Nevi Malela, have been sentenced to death in absentia in the Democratic Republic of Congo, a sentence that was awarded for denouncing Afriland First Bank, which in turn filed a complaint against its 2 former employees, accusing them of theft of documents, violation of banking secrecy, forgery and use of forgeries, slanderous denunciation, all in an organized gang. The announcement of the death sentence has prompted outrage from anti-corruption organizations. In protection of the 2 sentenced men who are now in exile in Europe with their families, the Platform for the Protection of Whistleblowers in Africa released a statement denouncing the sentence ruled by the perceived mock trial in their absence. 14 organizations united in the network, Congo is Not for Sale, also issued a public statement in the men's defense. It is outrageous that 2 individuals working courageously for the common interest have been sentenced to death without even having had the opportunity to be heard or defended. In July 2020, the PPLAAF and the anti-corruption NGO Global Witness revealed at the alert of Lubanga and Malela that an Israeli billionaire with mining assets in the DRC, Dan Gertler, appeared to have used a money laundering network stretching from the DRC to Europe and Israel to evade US sanctions against him. The 2 NGOs claimed that Gertler, who is close to former President Kabila, had opened bank accounts in the Congolese branches of Cameroon-based Afriland First Bank. Immediately after this revelation, the bank in question filed a complaint with the Paris Public Prosecutor's Office against its 2 former employees. There has been a temporary interdiction on the application of capital punishment in the DRC since 2003. And South Africa's Constitutional Court on Thursday called on the president to apologize and withdraw pro-Israeli statement made in June, which had caused an outcry in a country strongly committed to the Palestinian cause. In a video exchange organized in June 2020 by the Israeli daily Jerusalem Post, the judge, speaking alongside the chief rabbi of South Africa, Warren Goldstein, deployed his country's unwavering support for the Palestinians since the end of South Africa's apartheid regime in 1994. The Judicial Council, which had been seized by the NGO, #Africa for Palestine, considered the remarks as offensive and particularly provocative. It called on the judge to withdraw them without reservation and to restore the image of justice, publishing the apology text that it wants to hear within 10 days. In June, the African National Congress, which has been in power in South Africa since 1994, denounced Morgan's support for the Israeli apartheid state. The Radical Left Party demanded that he immediately withdraw his remarks, accusing Israel of pursuing a policy of illegal, criminal and genocidal occupation in the Palestinian territories. Israel has long been accused of having privileged links with the racist white South African regime prior to 1994, in particular by supplying it with arms despite an international embargo. In 2013, Israeli leaders did not attend the funeral of Nelson Mandela, which was attended by officials from around the world, including Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas. Version of the news. The news was proudly sponsored by Heritage Christian College located in Amasaman, Accra, and was supported by St. Carol's School of Nursing located at Aplaku Barrier and Taifufa Company Limited, producers of Chanka Chanka Herbal Medicine, Taifufa 202 and Jefferton 202. My name is Reward Buckley. Have a lovely weekend.
No. I feel weak and tired. No, this feeling is different.
Why better?